Hello, we hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a very interesting episode of CSGO News, a bit of a weekend recap for all of you viewers out there, and some breaking news. Let's hop into our first story, and again, as always, all today's stories will be time marked down below. But back to our first story, though, in breaking news over the past few days, we have found out we're going to be losing a legendary caster and commentator that is Semmler to Overwatch itself. Who would have guessed this to be possible many months ago, but it does seem Semmler is officially leaving the CSGO scene, although we have not seen his face around in the past few months. He is officially leaving CSGO for Overwatch, and at great timing itself. I'm sure you guys are aware Overwatch League is starting up here in January. It's expected he'll take up a full-time casting and commentating role during that launch sometime in January. Now, of course, many people out there think Overwatch League or OWL is going to be the next big thing. I myself, not a big believer yet, but we'll see if it actually works out. I'm sure the money is there, and it's a great time for a guy like Semmler to hop in there and officially leave one scene for another scene, and hopefully he does enjoy doing it. I'm really glad. Of course, kind of an iconic partnership him and Anders were. I'm sure you guys are aware we lost that duo, that casting couple many months ago, and it's kind of funny to see. It kind of wraps up the entire story itself. Ever since they left each other as that casting duo, they haven't come back to the CSGO scene. It was one of those couples who really, they worked so well together, they just didn't really work or click with anyone else. That's almost how it seems. I know, of course, they could have worked with anybody, but it's great to see Anders himself going off and doing some freelance work and journalism and all that stuff that he loves, and it's also great to see Semmler returning to the commentating scene with something that apparently he really does enjoy. So best of luck to him. We'll cross our fingers that he comes back one day, but yes, we have actually lost Semmler from CSGO to OWL. But also in some big Google news over the past few days, you might have noticed that when you Google your favorite CSGO teams, it did change a little bit. Now when you actually Google those favorite teams of yours, they actually pull up your live matches, or any live matches that are currently going on or being streamed on YouTube will now be the first thing to pop up in your Google feed. Eventually, previously it actually was the Wikipedia links. If you typed in FaZe Clan or OpTic Gaming, that was actually the Wikipedia link to come up first. But it seems that Google is now promoting more of esports, and it's a great convenience for all of you guys who are out there on the road and want to Google your favorite teams. Just like when I Google my favorite football teams and so on and so forth, their matches do come up. It's now the same for esports out there, so finally being more legitimized on the Google search platform. On top of that, though, as well, we had the Face It Mapping Core Contest, or the Map Core Contest. If you've not hear about this, back in November they originally launched this contest to the community, and I think it's a great job. First off, a great job by Face It. I think Valve should definitely implement something like this, because of course us as a community base, we make the skins for Valve. Why not make the maps as well, and of course draw more attention to what we actually like to play? So I think it's going to be a great thing to see, hopefully in the future, maybe done by Valve. Of course, longevity of making a map is so intense. From iconic people like Volcano or FMPone, we know how long it takes and how much effort it takes to make a map. But great job by Face It. They are now down and announcing their winners sometime soon in the next month or so, or the next few weeks. After being down to their top 10 maps, so I'll show you guys on screen, of course, those top 10 maps, and one of those maps, the winner will receive a cash prize, and alongside that be promoted on the Face It platform for the next couple months. So hopefully Valve will implement this in the future sometime, but again, we'll have to wait and see, and probably not going to happen with Valve. And then a funny kind of story revolving around OpTic Headshot. If you guys have not seen a clip of him saying they're going to win EPL Finals, first of all, I do want to say he was saying it in a very joking way, so I'm not going to judge him for it, but I'm never a fan of when pro players guarantee they're going to win an event, because then when they don't win the event, it's cause for a lot of backlash. But HS said it in a very funny way, so I'm not going to hold him to it. But if you guys have not seen that clip of him saying they're going to win the event, here's that very quickly.
I think we have a pretty good shot on doing well here. I don't want to hesitate myself in saying we're going to go here and win it all or anything like that. We just take one step at a time, and the first is the group stage for us, so we'll take it from there.
I think we will win this event.
It's just gold. It's just comedy gold.
And so, of course, when they actually lost to Fnatic in that best of three, making the semis still a very good feat for them. I actually tweeted about that, saying it was big karma. Once he said they were going to win the event, I knew they were going to lose. And of course, one of my viewers out there and a good friend of mine, Daniel, responded to that tweet saying, "Don't doubt the Crims." I'll show you guys his tweet on screen, and also said a very weird tagline out of nowhere. He said, "It's just snus and bodies everywhere." And apparently this was actually liked by Crims himself, and on top of that, Crims went ahead and tweeted about this, captioned the tweet, and thought it was very funny. And then in future, a few hours later, he actually posted an Instagram post about this with the hashtag itself, "It's just snus and bodies everywhere." Now, of course, snus is a type of tobacco that he does, of course, partake in, and on top of that, just a funny tagline. So it's kind of cool that one of you viewers out there of the show actually influenced a pro player's Instagram hashtag, or Instagram and their tweets as well. So very funny tagline. But on top of that, guys, lastly, for today's episode of CSGO News, And that was, of course, ESL Pro League Finals going on this weekend. So quick, before you guys go on, I will be spoiling this tournament for all of you guys who have not seen it yet. And there, your warning is over. It was actually SK Gaming to take the tournament itself. A quick breakdown of that. It was actually SK and FaZe in the final, and those were, of course, our number 1 and number 2 teams going into the tournament, as well as they showed themselves very well. They both won their individual groups, going 4-1 in Group A and B, and going automatically to semifinals, where they dominated both of their opponents. It was actually FaZe Clan over Fnatic 2-0 there, and on top of that, SK Gaming dominated Misfits, although that was a very, very predictable matchup. Both teams actually 2-0 swept their semifinal matchups. To meet in the final, though, it was actually SK Gaming who showed their dominance. Even after losing map 1 Inferno, they then go ahead and take Overpass. They steal away Mirage, although Mirage is, of course, very good map for both these teams. It was actually FaZe's pick. They steal away that. They head into map 4, which was Train, and SK showed their true talent and dominated on Train and took the best of 5, 3-1. So overall, a great tournament, and obviously great to see. If you guys didn't watch my last My Thoughts Don't Matter, it was all about FaZe Clan and SK Gaming. And of course, the two teams right now predominantly being number 1 and 2, and also kind of trying to start their own little eras. I think SK Gaming with Bolts, though, kind of shows their dominance in when it comes to experience. This new lineup with Bolts in it looks very dangerous. Let's keep in mind, though, early 2018 for our next major, they can't play with Bolts, but they still look very, very dominant with this current lineup. And again, throughout 2018, we'll see them permanently with Bolts. So watch out, guys. SK Gaming showing their dominance here, but FaZe Clan, of course, still looking very strong. So hope you guys all enjoyed today's episode of CSGO News. I will see you guys throughout the week with My Thoughts Don't Matter episodes, as well as more episodes of CSGO News. Make sure to leave a comment down below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.